I'm in our garden on April 30th, 2014. I thought I'd do a little quick update. I did a time lapse the other day to show kind of how we prepped the soil and planted everything. So these of course are some squash, and Nikki has read that it's really good to mulch around squash to kind of keep, I guess, from getting rot and everything around the bottoms of them. So we tried that this year. We have some other squash over here on the other side of the spinach. So I'm kind of walk through and show a little bit what we've done. I'll go kind of through the little furrow here. This is a tomato that we planted. Everything's looking really good. I don't know what that was. She had me plant it though. 2 more tomatoes over here. We're going to do fewer tomatoes this year because usually they grow crazy and we have more tomatoes than we can stand to eat. I wish I'd... That's a sweet basil. Okay, she had me plant that. Some of these things I just don't know. These are kale. This is the kind of kale we like. These little small ones like this. I've at times past I've spread seed out and let it go crazy, but this is a type of variety of kale we really like. We had some luck with it year before last, so I'm hoping it's going to do really good. The little plants in between, the little yellow flowers and stuff, Nikki puts these in here because she says they deter bugs, and it seems to have worked last year. I think she's right. This is spinach that I planted back in the fall, and it didn't die all winter long, even though we had some really harsh winter here. It's going to seed now, you can see, but it's really outstanding. I come out here and almost every day I get some spinach to eat and some salads or on a sandwich or something. I like that. I prefer it to lettuce. Spinach has some of the highest protein content of any of the greens. So if you go online and look, go to Wikipedia and look at the protein content in spinach, it'll really surprise you. So here's some of the other squash that we had, and I'm not sure what varieties these are. I kind of don't even care to see until they come up, really. I see there's straight neck squash here. So we put various different squash in the ground and a bit of mulch around these. I'll probably go get a little bit more mulch and then try her method. I would say that mulch probably helps keep weeds and stuff back too. Never done it before. My method here, what I've got in my little raised bed, it's sort of an in the ground raised bed, but it works really well. These are 2x12s treated lumber that I put in, and I make myself a little walkway here that I can walk down the middle of so that I can, you know, weed on one side or the other of this. But my method is to take just native soil, which is kind of rocky and red up here, mix it with some kind of floodplain soil. So I bought a big truckload of it. It wasn't very expensive from a local nursery. And I brought that in and mixed it. And then this is the second year I've grown in here, so I put, you know, bags of Miracle Gro Garden Soil in there. Then I throw some 10-10-10. I think I actually did 12-10-10 this year. And I think it's going to maybe help a little bit. Looks like so far everything's really liking its new home. So these are peppers, different kinds. See, we have orange bells here, we have red bells, big Berthas, and then we have a bunch of little jalapenos and things here also. So I got peppers, and yeah, I don't know if I'm doing these things right or wrong. Every year it seems to work just great. I've not done a lot of research as to whether you should plant peppers near kale or whatever else. I don't have that much knowledge about it, or if I should let my spinach grow this tall. But I tell you what, folks, it is good spinach. I can reach down there and grab some of it right now and eat it. It's fantastic. A little windy right now. I hope it's not messing up my audio. So I'll move over here, and of course Nikki has some onions in the ground. This is all populated with more asparagus, and you can see some of it starting to come up. This is first year. Then this is third year, and we've been eating from this. So we see here how the asparagus sprouts have been coming up. I'm leaving the ones that seem to be coming up more as ferns so they can have some nourishment in the ground. But I've been eating most of the stalks. And there'll come a time when I should stop doing that and let the asparagus gain its strength. But I'd say for about 3 weeks I've been eating a good bit of asparagus. Nikki made some last night. It was fantastic. I see that one fern is falling over. It really doesn't hurt anything too much. It's better. Usually we stake them up, so we'll probably need to get out here and do some more staking. So yeah, I mean, I can grab this. It doesn't hurt it so bad to even just do this, and these things taste fantastic. Oh man, that's good stuff, folks. Wow. very nutty and sweet flavored. This is a second year asparagus here, so we're not eating. We did pull one just to see what it tastes like. You can see where we cut it over there. But this we're letting grow a little bit more. And then this is all new asparagus in here. We got to get this out. I think it's dead. I'm not sure why she had me leave it. It was some sort of little shrub that she kind of liked. I need to pull these weeds. Then the whole other thing I've got over here is sweet potatoes. Last year I grew some sweet potatoes in there, and I just found it, I think it's going to be handier just to grow peppers and stuff here. So back to all sweet potatoes. This is actually the biggest area of sweet potatoes that we've ever done, and we overbought. So I've got a couple trays over here of slips I don't know what I'm going to do with. Maybe I'll till up some other earth somewhere and grow the rest of these. I'm just trying to decide. That piece of plastic must have blown over there from here. I need to throw those in the trash. So you can see I've got an area probably, I don't know, 18 feet long, about 9 feet wide. And that will grow enough sweet potatoes, typically, if everything goes well, for us to eat all winter long. And into the spring, we actually still have some sweet potatoes left over from last year. Usually it's summer before we eat all of them that we're able to get out of here. And then of course our blueberries, I always kind of show a blueberry update. So there were a ton of blossoms on the blueberries. So I'm hoping they do really well this year. I see some little green ones. This is one of the varieties that actually starts pretty early. I cannot remember, it seems like it's called Spartan. And so this one and the bush down here on the very end, which doesn't seem to be doing as good as the other ones. This blueberry bush has done really well in the past. It looks, I don't know if it's parts of it are dying or if some of it's being eaten. It didn't fare well this year. It's been one of my best producers, but it looks like it's not as healthy. I'll have to kind of look into that to do some research. But the rabbit eye look like they're really starting to pick up steam. So we got some really good rabbit eye blueberries going. Nikki has climbing roses climbing all around my my hammock now. She comes out here and fashions whichever way she wants to go. I think eventually she wants to totally mask my poles. So you just look out here and see roses growing up and the hammock emerging from the roses. So that's it from our strange little world, our little crazy garden. That's our little update for April 30th, 2014. The only other thing I had to show anybody is our grapes. Some of our grapes, these are Niagaras, these two in the middle. Some of our grapes are not doing so well. They're just coming along a little bit at a time, but these Niagaras are doing fantastic, and I'm all for letting them take over. I don't know why we're having the muscadine down here. Should be doing really well, but they're progressing slowly. But so yeah, we should have some grapes this year maybe from the Niagara variety. That's it, folks, the garden update. Got to load my truck up with some junk and get it out of the yard over here. Peace, everyone. Hope you enjoy little garden updates. Subscribe if you like, and we'll show you how our little things progress. Send some advice if you have any. Maybe we're doing something wrong. Thanks.